Well, hello all my friends. In today's video, I'm going to be sharing with you a pattern review of the Butterick B6758. So stick around and I'll tell you all about this beautiful pattern. Hi everyone, welcome back to the channel. If you're joining us for the first time, welcome. My name is T and this is my channel, Crumpy and Sewing. In today's video, I'm going to be sharing with you my pattern review of the Butterick B6758, which is a cute little pattern that has two variations of a dress that has dome and sleeves. It has a drawstring, also have a sleeve band, and it also has two different hem variations. So you can do a swooped hem, or you could do a hem that has a ruffle at the bottom. And so I did view B, which has the ruffle at the bottom, but I also used the sleeve band of view A. So this is a very easy pattern. It has 16 pieces. However, you're not using all those pieces because views A and B have different pieces that you can make with each one of those views. So the pattern comes in sizes 6 to 22, and it has two different envelopes. So the first envelope is the 6 to 14, and then the second envelope is the 14 to 22, and I got the second envelope, which is E5, and that's the 14 to 22. So the fabric suggestions that they call for are cotton blends, linen, crepe, challis, and similar fabrics like that. So I was gifted this beautiful fabric from Crystal of Crystal Sews and Stuff, and I'll make sure that I put a link to her channel below. But we participated in the Swap It Sew It challenge by Rel and Diana over on Instagram. So this is a beautiful challenge where you swap fabrics with somebody in the sewing community, and you send the fabric that you select for the person that you are swapping with. You send that fabric to that person, and then they send a fabric to you. And so you don't know what they're going to send you, and you can't give any hints or anything like that. And so I thought it was a really interesting challenge. And so I asked Crystal if she wanted to participate, and we decided to go ahead and participate in this challenge. And Crystal, she sent me this beautiful paneled cotton sateen fabric. And so it does have like a little shine on it. So I'm pretty sure it's a cotton sateen. It's such a beautiful fabric, and it's a gradient fabric too. So it starts out with these little soft pink petals on a white background, and it and the gradient starts, and then there's like a really soft light green, and then teal, and then it gets darker, and then there's like a dark teal, darkish green color to it. And then on the foreground there are pink flowers going all throughout the fabric. And so I'll put an image of it here, and so you can see what it looks like. It's such a beautiful fabric, and I was so excited when I saw this, and I unwrapped it and I saw this beautiful fabric that Crystal have gifted to me. Now, I'm not gonna lie, I don't buy paneled fabrics very often because I'm always very stumped and I don't really know what to do with them. And so I kind of sat on it a little bit because I wanted to make sure that I chose the perfect pattern for this particular fabric. And so I had a little bit of trouble trying to figure out which pattern to select for this fabric. So I thought about a few different shirt dresses, and then I thought about maybe a skirt, but I felt the problem with the skirt was if I selected anything with the skirt, then I would have fabric left over, and I didn't want to have any fabric left over. But a lot of the skirt dresses that I wanted to make I didn't have enough fabric for that. And then there were tier dresses that I wanted to make, or tier maxi skirts that I wanted to make, and I just didn't have enough fabric. And so I decided to just go ahead and do a quick look over through my patterns, and to kind of think about some of the things that I could actually use for this particular fabric. So I went on Pinterest. I love Pinterest. So I decided to go to Pinterest and kind of look at some of these ideas and how people have organized and situated their border prints. And I saw this one beautiful dress that had you know, sections in the middle and kind of divided where what you see with the dress that I'm wearing now, where there's like, you know, a different color in the center of the dress than there is at the top and the bottom of the dress. And so that's where I just decided to kind of go with that kind of a theme, and it worked out perfectly. I just love the way in which this turned out. So let's talk more about the pattern. So Butterick 6758, again, 2 different variations. It has this beautiful neckline that dips down in the center here of the neckline. It has buttons for closures. It has a tie as well to cinch in the waist. So you are going to be sewing a casing on the garment. It calls for, so it says it's an easy pattern, but I would say this is definitely for advanced beginners or even intermediate sewists, because again, it has 16 pieces. You're working with buttons. You're putting in a drawstring and a casing. There's the option of doing a gathered skirt as well. So there's quite a bit going on with this. So I would definitely say advanced beginner to immediate sewist. And it calls for, so I did version A, which is the version that has the gathering on the bottom of the gathered skirt, and that is calling for, on a 60-inch wide fabric, about 2 1/8 to 2 5/8 yards of fabric, depending on what size you choose. And for the 45-inch wide, you're looking at 2 7/8 to about 3 1/4 inch for that view, for view B. If you're doing the view without the ruffle, the gather ruffle, you're looking at, for 45-inch wide fabric, 2 5/8 to 2 7/8 yards, or if you're looking at a 60-inch wide fabric, 1 3/4 yards to 2 1/4 yards of fabric. So as you can see, it really doesn't take that much fabric. Even with the gathered tier, it just isn't, it doesn't take a lot of fabric. And Crystal sent me, so each panel was 26 inches. So I had a little over 2 yards of fabric, almost 3 yards of fabric. So I was a shoo-in for that, and it is a 60-inch wide fabric, so I had just enough to do what I needed for the project. So overall, I really love this. Like I said, it comes with buttons, and I decided to do white buttons because everything else is so pretty, and I really like the bold and the vibrant colors, and I didn't really want to have buttons that really stand out because I wanted the focus to be more on the dress than the buttons. And sometimes when you put multicolored buttons or any kind of colored buttons on a dress that already has a lot going on, it can get lost in the details. So I didn't want to do that, so I decided to go with just regular white buttons. And my buttons are, I think they are 5/8 inch, I believe. Yeah, they're 5/8 inch buttons. Yes, 5/8 inch buttons. And there's 9 of them. 9. So yeah, really fun make. I really enjoyed making this. It's very simple and easy. However, like I said, I would recommend it for advanced beginners or intermediate sewists. And it didn't take me very long to complete it. I believe it took me maybe 1 day to complete it. The band here, I'll show you. It has a band, and like I said, the band was for view A, but I decided to put it on view B as well, so it is interchangeable. I did have some issues with the band. It seems as though my band did not fit properly on the sleeve. And so I believe I had to take out about 1/2 inch of the length of the band because it just wasn't fitting properly. But that's about it. I didn't have any other issues or problems with this particular pattern. Oh, the other thing is it comes with pockets as well. And so I really love dresses with pockets because it's just really nice to have those pockets to be able to put like your keys, your phone, or whatever, your money in them when, you know, if you're just going around town or you're just doing errands or whatever, you just want to have access to a pocket. I know that I do. I love pockets. So yeah, it was a very fun, easy make, and I'm so excited that Crystal has gifted this fabric to me, and I'm so thankful that the dress came out the way in which it has come out, and I think it would be a really lovely, beautiful spring dress, and I'm excited to wear it for spring. So yeah, so that's my review of the Butterick B65 what is it, 58. So that's my review of the Butterick B6758. If you have any other questions about this this particular pattern, please leave me a comment down in the comment section below. And until next time, stay creative, everyone. Bye.